Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, do you want the bad news? Dun, 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 dun. Current blood sugar is 15.6. We calibrated already. And actually, I need to check if I've calibrated off here. So let me just do this. So I'm 16.2. We're calibrating, which is good now. I've been getting correction, but I didn't get all these corrections. So I'll tell you the story in a minute. Current rate is 73, 25% above, 7.3 below, 2% was below 2, but because this is up, this has gone up, and we're going to have to really work on that. Okay, what I want to talk to you today is every day is a new chance to beat diabetes. Doesn't mean you're going to cure, but it'll give you a chance to beat it. This channel is provided for informational purposes only. Contact your physician for any diagnostic or treatment plan. Okay, what do I mean by beating diabetes? Is having that day, which I had yesterday, where it was 100%. To me, that's beating diabetes. It's not going to be a cure. We know we can't have a cure yet. But it tells us that we're still within range. Now, things happen all the time. Tonight, we had an issue where they had to come and do stuff with me. We took off my pump, and then we couldn't find the pump. So my blood sugar constantly went up from eating dinner up till now. So we're at 16.3, and I'll do another blood sugar shortly. Not shortly, probably another 2 hours. We'll do another blood sugar just to set me up for the night. This, we're going to have to work on bringing down. I took my evening my evening dose, my bolus for my meal late, and I've also given a bit of correction. So hopefully this number will soon start to go down. But when you have events like this, you need to get up and say, okay, I have a high blood sugar. Let's go take a look at our self-lowering checklist, or whatever you want to call it, that you and your doctor have worked out. I discussed it in yesterday's video. And with that, take diabetes out of the hands of your body and give it to you, and make sure that you can bring your blood sugar down steady, but not so, but just kind of come down nicely. Today might be a total write-off till tomorrow at this time, but we have a blood sugar, and at least it's not low. So everything works well. Look, you can see 3 of me. Do, do, do. Isn't that exciting? Okay, it could be you forgot to take your insulin. It could be you've taken more insulin and you had a severe low. There could be many reasons. Environmental, you could have the flu, be ill, that you're out and going way high. So, what do we need to do? Treat it as per your doctor's instructions. We really need to follow those because you don't want to be stacking insulin. Because if you stack insulin, next thing you're going to know, you're going to be pulling out the glucagon and shooting up with glucagon. And I know a majority of you are using Baqsimi, where you can just squeeze it into the nostril and your blood sugar will increase. If you don't have that, you really should get a prescription for it, because liquid glucagon price has gone through the roof because everyone wants the powdered. So we need to deal with it. But you have this big problem and you just go crazy with it. You need to be certain that you're able to handle your blood sugars. If you're not, then things can just go. I'll tell you a short little story here. When I was a young man, I sort of was on the verge of, every time he came out of the hospital, I would sort of say, okay, I'm going to take control of it. It lasted about a week, and then something would get in the way, or I'd forget a bottle of insulin at home, and I handled the emergency, or I thought. But when you go off kilter like this, the best thing you can do is get the treatment and move on. Because if you just let it go, like I did, it was actually my birthday, and I let it go, you really just stop caring. I take my insulin, I'll be fine. I won't go into DKA. Famous last words. So, if you're treating yourself and you find things aren't going the way you want to, you may have to go visit your doctor. And you may have to find and come up with reasons why you're out of luck. And why you've had problems. Sorry, I need to just do something here. There we go, it's a little bit more quiet. I kept trying to talk over that. But if you've made an error, move on. Get right back on there, and don't do it the next day or the day after. We had a chat, something about low carb diets, that if you ended up having that piece of cake and you sort of fell off the wagon, that's not the end of it. You need to move on and grow and learn. Learn how your body responds. and get right up, get more insulin, follow the plan of your doctor. Sorry, that's a fan thing. To get you back into normal ranges. Because one high blood sugar, that number, 1 or 2 in a row, is not going to kill you. It's when it's always this number and repeatedly, time and time again. I don't know, why am I having problems? Keep wanting to look over here. I need to look over there. So, do what you can, get the treatment going as soon as possible. Sorry, my eyes look way out today. It's the user's fault. So, like I said, today my catheter wasn't attached and my blood sugar started to go up. It usually does not go up to 16. But if I take a look at my monthly or my bi-weekly look at these numbers, it may have a little blip, but it's not going to affect your overall outcome. So being alert and being prepared is important. I just happened to look at it and say, why the hell was I going up? I felt my sight, couldn't feel the connection. It was on the desk. So if you need to remove it for whatever reason, if you're going to go soak in the bath or you forgot to take a shot, handle it right away. Then you can sit there and worry, how much do I need to do? But for me, it's hooking the pump back up, taking my bullets for my dinner, and then taking my correction. I did my correction through a shot, so hopefully this is going to end off pretty quickly and I will start to drop. It's all good. So people really need to learn that it's okay to flub up. But if you don't do anything about it and you just let it go and you don't follow your plan from your doctor, you will find out that trouble is the name of the game. So you want to beat it. You want to beat that diabetes into submission. That may be a little harsh. You need to beat diabetes. You need to give the insulin to bring it down, keeping your blood sugars within range. But if you don't, and you don't hit the range, and you find that your blood sugars are up high, slowly but constantly bring them down and then move on. Sometimes the plan that your doctor and you have created may have you asking how things are going. Some say 3 days. If you have high blood sugar, you can increase it by X amount of insulin. If you're going low the other way, lower it by X amount of insulin. If you keep doing it and you're having problems, the third time around, I would call your your endocrinologist. Wrong doctor, or your family doctor, or whoever is helping you with your diabetes. Handle emergencies quickly. So the sooner you do, the sooner things will come back into line. Fight diabetes and beat diabetes at its own game. We're not going to cure things. The cure may be just around the corner. We don't know. But treat it well. And with that, I hope you have a great day. We'll talk again soon. Bye now. My email is mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com. mikesdiabetesworld@gmail.com.